happened in Eldoret. It's kind of weird because this has happened to me before in Africa, you know, but when I had brought my keyboards, this is not my first time to Africa bringing my keyboards. And I'm always very hesitant about bringing such valuable equipment to Africa. But also at the same time, when I came before, I came with Anthony B before, I came with Glenn Washington.
Wow.
I've come.
So greetings everyone. I'm really happy to be here with all of you today. I'm excited about our concert today. Do I say Kibera or Kibra? Kibra.
Kibra.
I'm very happy to come to Kibra today to give you guys a concert and to meet all the media here today. Thank you for coming out. Is there any specific questions anybody has? In a few months, you will hear some new collaborations with Pato Banton and Kenyan artists. I am keeping it a secret. But we are going straight to the studio when we get home. We already have 3 songs with 3 artists. Maybe 4 songs actually. But yes, we are working on this right now. And there's an artist from Kibera who also has a beautiful song about peace and love and unity. I'm very excited to record this song.
That's what I was gonna say, was that when we first got here, the first night when Collins came to visit us at the hotel, he brought some of the Kibra artists over to the hotel and we started our little jam session that night. So there was a lot of great talent there. So we are actually gonna be writing some music together. So yeah, about love, yes.
Okay, last question to our mother, Madam
Antoinette.
Okay, the last time you happened to have an event, there is a clip that went viral, you complaining of being mistreated, and it raised an eyebrow to most of the Kenyan.
It happened in Eldoret. Well, it's kind of weird because this has happened to me before in Africa, you know, but when I had brought my keyboards, this is not my first time to Africa bringing my keyboards. And I'm always very hesitant about bringing such valuable equipment to Africa. But also at the same time, when I came before, I came with Anthony B before, I came with Glenn Washington.
Wow.
I've come with Sister Carol, and now coming together with Pato. It's like, we want to give you the best experience of what the music that when we're recording outside.
Yes.
You know, so the equipment is like stuff that I programmed from many years ago that we put together for like to give you like the professional sound of what we actually have. But sometimes there are instances, not all the time, but sometimes there's incidences where promoters try to put on a show and they don't actually have the funds to put on a show. And I've seen this happen in Jamaica, I've seen it happen in Caribbean, and I've seen it happen in all over America. And they think that putting on a show is an opportunity to be able to make some money. But the problem is that when it comes to promoters, you have to be in this business a long time. You actually have to have capital before you actually put on a show. That means you have to have money for the sound system, money for the security, money for the venue, money for all these different things. And then if you have the money up front and then you're able to sell the show, then you can make profit and make money. So what had happened was nobody had been paid, and we did not know about security because we don't actually travel with security. You know, we're not the
Let me explain it.
Okay.
What happened was...
You weren't even there though.
Let me explain what happened. The promoter in Eldoret didn't hire the sound system, the stage, and the security. The venue was given to him for free.
Yes.
But he did not pay for the sound, the stage, or the security. So when it was time for the show, the stage and the sound companies said, no, we're not doing the show till we get money. And then the security tried to take her keyboards for their payment. And so Antoinette had to fight the security guards so that they would not take her keyboards.
In fact,
and then 5 of the girls from Eldoret helped Antoinette fight for the keyboards.
Because they was fighting those guys.
And then she still has her keyboards. Thanks to the girls and thanks to DJ Xmatic.
And WizKid, because WizKid was sitting there.
Frank Kid.
Yeah, I call him WizKid. But Frank Kid, he was sitting there talking to them. He was talking to them. I said, no, everything is okay. He said, no, it's not okay. They want to take your keyboards. I was like, oh, hell no. So I went to grab my keyboards, and that's when this big guy I mean, these are
Yeah,
big guys. They're like 6'6", big
it was not
dudes.
good.
It was not pretty. And when they were
Because-
sitting there fighting with them, you know, with the keyboards or whatever. But the
Yeah.
minute they put their hands on me, that's when they shut that down. When the management came over there.
But apart from that, we had a nice after party in our
Yes.
hotel room
with the girls from Eldoret.
with the girls that helped Antoinette, and we gave them a private show, and we had a good time. We had some nice drinks and some nice food, and everything else on the trip has been fantastic.
Thank you. Let's have two last questions and then we go to Korogosho, please.
Okay, you know, it's crazy how Kenyans.
You're next.
Okay, all right.
You first. You first.
Okay, it's crazy how Kenyans jam up to this Bokato song. And maybe for the people who are watching this video for the first time, maybe tell us who's Pato.
I'll make it quick. Yes. Pato Banton was born in London, England. I grew up in a city called Birmingham, England, the same city as Steel Pulse and UB40. And I started. My stepfather was a DJ from Jamaica, and so I grew up in the sound system in the dance hall. And by the time I was about 10 years old, I started going on the microphone. And I was the #1 MC in my city for 7 years in a row until I started my career. And once I started my career, I've traveled the whole world many times and had many hits in different countries. And I'm just very happy right now. I'm now living in Los Angeles. I'm still making music, helping other artists, and I do a lot of charity work for different communities around the world, me and Antoinette. And we're just very happy right now to have the opportunity to be here in Kenya. Yes.
And what's that?
The road, the highway, the driving.
the truck drivers. That's
Sometimes we are driving to a city, and when we look, we see 2 trucks coming. There's no road, so we have to drive off the road, you know. And then there was this big accident in Londiani,
Yes.
which was very sad. But I can understand why there's so many accidents. Then there needs to be more discipline, you know, more consideration of not only the drivers on the road, but also the guys on the motorbikes, the guys on the bicycles, the pedestrians walking, the people selling the food on the side of the road. There needs to just be more consciousness
mindfulness.
and just slow down, you know, because when they're rushing, they're going to take somebody's life just to save 5 minutes, you know. So that was the negative. The good culture shock is I love the food in Kenya, and these guys have shown me that when you're eating in Kenya, you don't need a knife and fork. You just wash your hands and you eat. And yeah, the food is very good. The people are very beautiful. The Kenyan women are very beautiful. I feel a lot of love from the Kenyan brothers. It's very heartical, you know. I don't feel a lot of negative jealousy or bad vibes. I know there is that. I know there is that in Kenya, but in my experience of Kenya, it's been very, very, very beautiful people, you know, and I'm very happy to be here.